Welcome to the program, everybody. Tyrone Bowman live. I'm going to get into the heart of this story in a moment, but before I do, if you are really liking all the content that I'm bringing, would you kindly subscribe to Tyrone Bowman Live? Just hit the subscribe button, please, and also hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the button that says down that you don't like it. All right, in the midst of all the legal troubles that Sean Diddy Combs is dealing with, he finally has gotten some good news. A Michigan judge has set aside a default judgment that would have required Sean Diddy Combs to pay a Michigan inmate $100 million. So let's get into the essence of this story. Sean Diddy Combs won't have to pay $100 million to an inmate as a judge tosses out last week's default judgment. However, he still faces a sex trafficking indictment, which we know he has already been indicted. So, Sean Diddy Combs, this is according to the Los Angeles Times. Sean Diddy Combs, my bad, y'all, may be facing the heat of a damning sex trafficking indictment, but the disgraced music mogul also landed a legal win in Michigan. A Lenawee County Circuit Court judge decided Wednesday to set aside the default judgment that required the Bad Boy Records founder to pay $100 million to a Michigan inmate who sued Diddy over a sexual assault. Last week, Judge Anna Saloni had ordered Combs, who's 54, to pay accuser Derek Lee Cardello Smith $10 million a month starting in October after the mogul failed to show for a civil court hearing. Boy, sometimes people they're going to jump on the train and try to make that money if they can. And you can't believe every charge that they bring against them. Attorneys for Combs filed an 83-page motion I'm just tired, y'all. Attorneys for Combs filed an 83-page motion on September 13th to vacate the judgment, alleging that Cardello Smith, who is 51, did not properly serve Combs in accordance with Michigan law, technicality. The motion also claimed that the rapper had learned about the lawsuit only from reports about the large default settlement. A legal representative for Combs did not comment to the Times on Wednesday. The Times was unable to contact Cardello Smith, who filed his case against Combs without an attorney. What? You can't file this type of lawsuit in forma pauperis. You've got to have good representation going up against somebody of this magnitude. This week, Combs' defense alerted the court of alleged inconsistencies with Cardello Smith's proof of service, alleging he had altered documents necessary for the court to hand down the default judgment, the Times was told. So he got caught doing wrong stuff. Cardello Smith is serving time in the Ernest C. Brooks Correctional Facility for numerous criminal sexual offenses. He sued Combs in June, alleging he was drugged and sexually assaulted by Diddy during a June 1977 gathering at a Holiday Inn in Michigan. Then why didn't you sue in 1997? Why now? Because this claim was baseless, as the Michigan judge found. In his complaint, Cardello Smith alleged that Combs touched him on his left buttocks and offered him a spiked drink. After accepting the drink, Cardello Smith said he passed out. He alleged that when he came to, he saw Combs having sex with a woman. The rapper allegedly said, "I did this to you," quote unquote, according to the lawsuit. Some of this don't make any sense. I just report it as it's written. Prior to filing this lawsuit, Cardello Smith had been sentenced 3 times in Minnesota criminal court, each time after entering a plea agreement or pleading no contest or nolo contendere. Charges against him run from criminal sexual conduct in the 3rd degree to kidnapping and criminal sexual conduct in the 1st degree during commission of a felony. 5 of the offenses occurred in September and October 1997, the same year as the alleged incident with Combs. In last week's motion, attorneys for Combs described Cordell Smith's allegations as, quote, objectively unbelievable, close quote, adding that the complainant provides a, quote, narrative that is impossible to follow, close quote. Prior to that, Combs' attorney, Mark Agnifilio, dubbed Cordell Smith a convicted felon and sexual predator, quote unquote, in a statement shared with the Times. In addition to the pricey default settlement, Anazzoni also set aside a temporary restraining order that Cordell Smith had requested in August against the embattled entrepreneur. A hearing for the case is set for next month. The rapper who alleges history, or the rapper whose alleged history of sexual assault has come to light in the last year, was arrested Monday, as you already know, amid a sweeping federal probe into allegations of sex trafficking. He pleaded not guilty to all charges, 3 counts of sex trafficking, racketeering, transportation to engage in prostitution in a Manhattan federal courtroom on Tuesday. So Combs will remain in the federal jail in Brooklyn, New York, pending trial, despite his attorney's request, as well as the appeal for house arrest and bail on a $50 million bond. I will keep you updated on this story as developments are made available. Till next time, hope you like the content. Hit the subscribe button. Never